a walk around your car tonight. No rushing, no quick glance. Actually stop and look closely at your headlights. Not just whether they turn on, but what they look like. Chances are, if your car isn't brand new, those lenses aren't crystal clear anymore. Instead, they probably look dull, slightly yellow, maybe even cloudy, like there's a thin film sitting on top of them. Some people describe it as if someone rubbed petroleum jelly across the surface and just left it there to bake in the sun for years. And if that's what you're seeing, then your headlights are not performing the way they were designed to. This isn't just about looks. According to studies from the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety, oxidized and foggy headlight lenses can reduce light output by as much as 80% compared to when they were new. Think about that for a second. That means when you're driving at night, especially on poorly lit roads, you could be operating with only a fraction of the visibility your car is supposed to give you. It's not a minor inconvenience. It's a real safety issue that most drivers completely overlook until it becomes severe. Now here's where things get interesting. While most people either ignore the issue or rely on quick fix kits that promise instant results, there's actually a method developed and refined by German automotive professionals that takes a completely different approach. This isn't a shortcut or a gimmick. It's a structured, multi-step process based on understanding the material itself, polycarbonate, and how it degrades over time. This German trick, as it's often called, doesn't just clean your headlights, it restores them properly and protects them so the results actually last. And the best part, it can save you hundreds of dollars compared to dealership services. Before you fix anything, you need to understand what you're dealing with. Most people assume foggy headlights happen because moisture gets trapped inside the lens or because the bulbs run too hot. While those issues can occur, they're not the main cause of that yellow, hazy look you see on most cars. The real reason is much simpler and much more important. Modern headlights are made from polycarbonate plastic instead of glass. This material is lightweight, impact-resistant, and allows for complex shapes that improve aerodynamics and styling. But it has one major weakness: it doesn't handle ultraviolet radiation well. To compensate for this, manufacturers apply a very thin UV protective coating to the surface of the lens. That coating is incredibly effective at first, but over time, usually within 3 to 5 years depending on sun exposure and climate, that protective layer begins to break down. Once that coating is gone, the raw polycarbonate underneath is exposed directly to sunlight. That's when oxidation begins. The yellowing and haziness you see isn't dirt, it's the actual surface of the plastic degrading at a molecular level. This distinction is critical because it changes how you approach the solution. You're not trying to clean your headlights, you're trying to remove a damaged layer and replace it with a new protective barrier. This is exactly where most DIY methods fail. Cleaning products, no matter how expensive or well-marketed, cannot reverse oxidation. At best, they provide a temporary visual improvement. The German method recognizes that abrasion, not cleaning, is the key to restoring clarity, followed by proper protection to prevent the problem from returning. Preparation is the step that determines whether your results will last months or years. In professional German detailing circles, there's a saying that preparation accounts for 90% of the final result, and when it comes to headlight restoration, that couldn't be more accurate. Before you even think about sanding or polishing, you need to protect the area around the headlight. The lens is surrounded by painted body panels, and those surfaces are vulnerable to scratches from the abrasives you're about to use. The solution is simple and incredibly cheap: painter's tape. Apply it carefully around the entire perimeter of the headlight, every edge, every corner. Professionals often use 2 layers just to be safe. It might seem like a small step, but skipping it can lead to costly mistakes. Next, you need to thoroughly wash the headlight lens itself. This removes dirt, dust, road grime, and any other contaminants sitting on the surface. If you skip this step, those particles can get trapped in your sandpaper and create random scratches that ruin the finish. A basic wash with soap and water, followed by completely drying the surface, is all it takes. Once the lens is clean and the surrounding paint is protected, you're ready for the most important phase of the entire process: wet sanding. This is the step that separates a real restoration from a temporary fix. It might sound intimidating at first, but when done correctly, it's safe, controlled, and incredibly effective. The goal here is physically to remove the oxidized layer from the surface of the headlight. Wet sanding involves using sandpaper along with water to gently abrade the surface. The water acts as a lubricant, reduces heat buildup, and helps carry away the material being removed. It also ensures a more even finish compared to dry sanding. The process starts with 800 grit sandpaper. This might sound aggressive, but remember, you're removing damaged material. Start by soaking your sandpaper in water for at least 10 to 15 minutes before you even touch the headlight. This softens the abrasive surface and ensures a smoother, more controlled sanding process. You'll typically want to begin with a lower grit, somewhere around 800 to 1000, depending on how bad the oxidation is. Keep the headlight surface wet at all times, either by spraying it continuously with water or dipping your sandpaper frequently. As you begin sanding, use light, even pressure and move in a consistent horizontal direction. You'll immediately notice the surface turning cloudy and milky. This is exactly what you want, because it means you're successfully removing that damaged outer layer. As you continue, don't rush the process. The biggest mistake people make here is trying to finish too quickly, which leads to uneven results. Focus on covering the entire headlight evenly, making sure no spots are left untouched. You'll start to see a uniform haze forming across the lens, and that's your signal that the oxidation layer is being stripped away properly. If certain areas still look glossy or yellow compared to others, spend a little more time on those sections until everything looks consistent. This step is less about force and more about patience and precision. As the process continues, you'll notice that the haze starts to look finer and more controlled. That harsh, chalky appearance from the initial sanding phase begins to soften into a smoother, satin-like finish. This is a good sign that you're progressing correctly. At this stage, attention to detail becomes even more important. Any deep scratches left behind now will be much harder to remove later, so take your time to ensure the surface looks evenly treated from edge to edge. It's this careful refinement that ultimately determines how clear your headlights will look in the end. Once sanding is complete, the next phase is polishing. But there's a small detail here that makes a big difference. Instead of immediately applying polishing compound, you let the lens air dry completely. Not just surface dry, but fully dry. This typically takes a few minutes, depending on the temperature and humidity. Why does this matter? Because any remaining moisture trapped in the microscopic scratches can dilute the polishing compound and reduce its effectiveness. German technicians are known for their attention to detail, and this is one of those small steps that leads to noticeably better results. When you do apply the polishing compound, the goal is to restore optical clarity by removing the fine scratches left behind by sanding. Ideally, this is done using a dual-action orbital polisher, which provides consistent pressure and motion. But if you don't have one, you can still achieve excellent results by hand using a foam applicator and steady, overlapping strokes. The type of compound you use also matters. German professionals prefer what's known as a diminishing abrasive compound. These compounds start out cutting more aggressively and then gradually break down into finer particles as you work them. This allows them to both remove imperfections and refine the surface in a single step, resulting in a clearer finish. Now let's address a common myth: toothpaste. You've probably seen videos or heard advice suggesting that toothpaste can restore headlights. And yes, it might make them look slightly better for a short time. That's because toothpaste contains mild abrasives that can remove a tiny amount of surface oxidation. But here's the problem. Toothpaste isn't strong enough to remove the full extent of the damage, and more importantly, it provides no protection afterward. So even if your headlights look better for a week or two, they'll quickly revert back to their original condition. It's not a real solution, it's a temporary illusion. The step that truly defines whether your restoration lasts is applying a UV sealant. This is not optional. In fact, it's arguably the most important part of the entire process. When you sand and polish your headlights, you're removing not just the oxidation, but also any remaining factory UV coating. That leaves the surface completely exposed. Without protection, the lens will start oxidizing again almost immediately when exposed to sunlight. A proper UV sealant acts as a new protective layer. High-quality sealants can block up to 98% of harmful UV radiation, significantly slowing down the degradation process. When applied correctly in thin, even layers and allowed to cure properly, a good sealant can keep your headlights clear for years instead of months. Environmental conditions also play a role in your results. Temperature, for example, affects how polishing compounds behave. Extremely cold conditions make them harder to spread, while excessive heat causes them to dry too quickly. The ideal working range is around 18 to 24 degrees Celsius. Working in a shaded garage or controlled environment will give you the best outcome. After completing the process, there's one final step that professionals never skip: inspection. Using a focused light source at a low angle, you can reveal any remaining imperfections that aren't visible under normal lighting. If you spot any scratches at this stage, you can correct them before sealing the surface. And this is where the process quietly separates amateurs from professionals. Because what most people don't realize is that headlights don't suddenly become cloudy overnight. It's a slow, almost invisible decline that happens layer by layer, day by day under sunlight, dust, pollution, and even chemicals from car washes. That crystal clear finish you just restored is now in a race against time again. But this time, you're ahead of it. Instead of reacting to damage, you're controlling it before it becomes visible. Think about how often your car is exposed to harsh conditions without you noticing. Every drive under the sun exposes the plastic to UV radiation. Every time you park outside, microscopic particles settle on the surface. Even rainwater, which seems harmless, can leave behind minerals that slowly affect clarity. Professionals understand this environment, and instead of avoiding it, which is impossible, they build routines around it. A simple habit like occasionally wiping the headlights with a clean microfiber cloth after a wash can delay oxidation far longer than most people expect.
But there's another layer to this that many overlook: the quality of light itself. Restored headlights don't just look better, they perform better. The beam becomes sharper, more focused, and more predictable. That means better visibility on dark roads, quicker reaction times, and ultimately, safer driving. What you're maintaining here isn't just appearance, it's functionality. And once you've seen the difference in night driving after a proper restoration, it becomes something you don't want to lose again. This is why professionals never treat headlight restoration as a one-time fix. They treat it as a cycle, a controlled, repeatable process that keeps the headlights in near-perfect condition with minimal effort over time. And the real trick, the part most people never talk about, is how they extend that cycle even further using a simple technique that takes less than 5 minutes, but can double the life of your restoration if done correctly. Even after a perfect restoration, maintenance is key. Over time, the UV sealant will wear down. Instead of waiting for heavy oxidation to return, professionals look for early signs of microhazing, a subtle loss of clarity. At this stage, a light polish and reseal is all that's needed to maintain the finish. When you look at the cost comparison, the value of this method becomes obvious. Dealerships often charge anywhere from $150 to $300 for headlight restoration. Full replacements can cost far more. But the materials needed for this process typically cost under $35. That's a significant saving, especially considering you can repeat the process whenever needed. More importantly, you're restoring something that directly affects your safety. Improved headlight clarity means better visibility, faster reaction times, and reduced risk when driving at night or in bad weather. The core philosophy behind this German approach is simple: understand the material, fix the root problem, and protect the result. It's not about shortcuts or quick fixes. It's about doing the job properly so you don't have to keep doing it over and over again. And once you've done it right the first time, you'll never look at foggy headlights the same way again.